safely, and then my job to get them to hospital in one piece. Actually, it's very surprising how many people I meet along the way that are Most Haunted fans. It's one of those subjects that once you start broaching it and somebody makes the first sort of move, you always get somebody that goes, oh, well, actually, my best friend, or oh, in our old house we had this, and nearly everybody has got a story once you actually start talking to them. I've been a fan since the beginning. I've done paranormal investigations myself for about the last 7 or 8 years. I just love the show. I like the personalities, I like the interaction of it. I love the locations. I'm so jealous of some of them. The ones they did in America, Queen Mary, absolutely fantastic. And obviously Transylvania, what a location. I do have a favourite member of the team, and obviously being on the scientific side myself, my favourite member has to be Kieran. The live shows, I love the fact that you've got the interaction between the audience and the team, and Julian and Interactive and the job that they're doing. And if you actually get to go on the live show, it's meeting all the other fans from across the country and swapping stories and making new friends. It's fabulous. Oh yes, always looking forward to the next live.
So here she is, the star of our fan film. It is Kathy. Hello, Kathy.
Hello.
So just a bit of work matters.
Yes.
You're an ECA. Just
Yes,
explain what that is.
It's an emergency care assistant, so we help the technician or paramedic that we're working with.
Right, and lots of driving, presumably, isn't
Lots of driving, yes.
So do you know your way around your patch, presumably, like the back of your hand, do you?
All I can say is thank God for sat-nav.
Now, I saw you mention in that film that you liked Transylvania.
It was fantastic,
Which
yes.
I've just seen the picture there of the castle. It was just extraordinary. I wish the audience could have been there, but it was amazing.
I would love to go and do an investigation there.
Really?
Stunning.
Juana Dwara, I recommend it as a location. Now, what is it about this live, do you think? Because here we've had this different theme each night. It's been interesting, hasn't it?
It has been, yeah. Nice variation on the venues.
Yes.
There's something different every night, so,
Yeah.
and obviously looking for different phenomena every night.
Now, as we were saying last night, I was stuck in that coffin. Would you fancy doing that?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh. You're very brave.
I am, yes.
So would you like to be picked as the audience member? Would that?
I would love
that?
to. That would be my ultimate dream, but it's not going to happen. So.
Right. Well, you never know. You never know. And what's your suggestion to the team tonight? What's your advice to them?
The same as usual. Just go out, have fun, do the best you can, and see what you get.
You sound a very brave ghost hunter to me. You really do. Well, look, nice to meet you, Kathy.
Lovely to meet you too.
Yeah, well done. Our fan of Most Haunted Live extraordinaire, it's Kathy. No, I was just saying that Kathy wouldn't mind going out with the investigation team. And last night, well, obviously a bit of a shock for me when I was chosen to go out, but also someone else who was chosen to go out was Helen. Have a look at this.
As I extend the icy hand of invitation and point a frigid finger of fate at somebody very special in the audience. From Lincolnshire, Helen Oakdale, it's you, joining Julian Clegg at the vigil. Give a round of applause. Off you go, Julian. Stay warm and stay safe. Good luck, Helen, at that vigil location, Stanley Dock in Liverpool, a decaying, borderline dilapidated warehouse.
That was horrible. Welcome, Julian. Is it Helen, our audience member? Hello, hello.
We've been holding hands for the last 10 minutes.
Oh, lovely. Nice to see you. All right. Mwah. Oh, crush of the cheeks. Right.
Sure, Helen. So, you can imagine, can't you, you're picked by Paul to go out on the investigation, and then you, perhaps for many ghost hunters, live the dream going out with the team. And she's on the line right now. Say hello to Helen Oakland! Helen, welcome back.
Hello, Julian.
So were you glad that you didn't go in the coffin last night?
Yes, but I wouldn't have said no.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So what was it like? Because obviously I was in the coffin experiencing what was going on in that very small space. What did you experience in that extraordinary location?
Well, it was when I was stood near you when we first went in, and all the team were in the coffins. You could hear the dragging of wood behind the coffins, and the crew were able to flash the light across, and there was clearly nobody there. That was very bizarre.
And the other thing that I thought was just hearing all the reaction from the team in the coffins. Obviously, for me, it was scaring me because I thought, oh, gosh, I'm doing that next. What were you thinking?
Well, I just wondered why we went so far away from you, so I wondered what on earth you were going through at that point. But yeah, I didn't know what to make of it really. It was just hearing tappings and things. It was all very strange.
And Kieran showed you his thermal imager.
Yes, he did. Yes.
So do you know how to use it now?
I don't think so.
Well, look, it was lovely to meet you last night, and thank you for holding my hand.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really good. So, Helen, thanks for coming on the show and all the best.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, bye.
Thank you, bye.
That's Helen Oakland, our audience selection winner last night on the show. And tonight, of course, another member of the audience will be selected, but who will it be? And, of course, what will happen to them as well. Some quick messages. I just want to say, first of all, I met Carol, who's in the audience tonight a little bit earlier on. She sent me a lovely card, and her mum's very poorly. She would have been in the audience tonight, but she couldn't be, and I just want to send her my love and all the team's love. Carol's mum, get well soon is the message. Now, time for us to take a break. We'll be back very shortly. The search for evil continues. Voices from the grave on the way in a few minutes' time.
A room used from 1851 to 1984 for trials, criminal, from small offences to murder. And between those two dates, over 100 men and 4 women were sentenced to death and later executed.
Find out who I would like to play me in a film after the break. There is only one person that could play me in a film, and everybody knows it. Danny DeVito.
Welcome back to Most Haunted Live. It's night 4 of 7 on our search for evil. We're in the heart of the Northwest on Merseyside in St George's Hall. And tonight's theme is Voices from the Grave, as we build up to Friday night show when we search for demons. Don't move a muscle. It's going to be a great 3 nights to come. Now, a great pleasure to welcome on stage a man who's now done the same thing as me. And what is that? Go on a vigil. It's Paul Ross!
Thank you! Thank you.
Oh, boy. So I can say to you now, you got me.
Yeah, although I must say, hand on heart, I didn't know until about maybe 45 minutes, an hour into last night's show what they were plotting. I knew there was something going on because they kept saying, we must get the package out to the vigil location. Somebody must move the package. And I thought, well, that won't be the audience member. And that's what's great tonight. Somebody's going out tonight.
Yes.
But last night, and you took it like, as I said earlier on, a commando, a paranormal paratrooper. Wasn't he fantastic? Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
And I must say, I'm not particularly claustrophobic, but the moment when we saw the nails going into those coffins, you thought, this is really serious business. That was horrible.
Now, earlier in the show, we saw last night's experience for me. Shall we just remind ourselves of what happened to you?
Do we have to?
Yeah, let's go for it. North Wales. And Paul.
The person is Paul Ross. Paul Ross. Fantastic. Paul Ross.
See you later on. Thank you.
What's the matter?
Caught me knee on the feet. Oh, funny, is it? Come here. Oh.
How funny. I thought you were in a drawer.
Experience what was going on. I could vaguely hear what you were saying outside, but the minute it also became too intrusive on me, that whole thing on the right side, the pressures I felt on my foot, my arm first, my foot on my shin, and I was convinced there was somebody. I thought, first of all, it was someone like Stuart.
How we were both very different
Yeah.
out on location than in the
And
studio.
it's not that we're fake or on telly, but we were very subdued. And what I must say is a number of people said to me, you had your coat ready. Well, the reason my coat, as you know, was behind the television monitor in North Wales when we were there was because it was so bitterly cold. The audience were all in puffer jackets and balaclavas, and I kept my coat there simply so that in ad breaks and stuff I could put a coat on. So I was sort of ready to go, but it was... I found, actually, when they put me in that freezer where the corpses used to go, and it had all been sterilised, that was slightly less scary than when I lay on my own on the dissecting slab, because you could hear around you then rustling, and there were definitely rats in there, but you could hear other noises. And then I did feel, because I couldn't see the camera at all, completely isolated.
The thing that, for me last night, was the ropes moving, because I thought the ropes were moving because they'd been just touched by one of the investigation teams, so I didn't say anything. And then it turns out they'd not touched the ropes. I mean, how